I think the speed and the control the tire needs to provide to the riders is basically the same in downhill as it is in enduro. If you watch enduro riders racing on tracks like, for example, here at Lago di Garda, you just need proper grip and still good rolling. That's why the main focus was on developing a carcass technology that provides us with a tire which has the same strength on the sidewalls as a downhill tire, but at the light rolling resistance of an enduro all-mountain tire. So we found out with the super gravity carcass, that's just perfect, the perfectly combination of treads and of carcass and compounds to make enduro riders win races, because it rolls incredibly light. It has this like softness in the treads that you really feel the underground, but at the same time you just don't snake bite the tire on tracks like here.
Yeah, yeah. For me, super gravity was just security. When you start a race, you say, okay, I have a tube in the back, I have a pump in the back, but I think I don't use it. Just riding, that's a really good thing when you start a racing, and you are really secure and you can ride really fast, no problem. That's just.
See, at races like the Mega Avalanche, riders always use downhill tires, but on the top part where it's really rough and stony and you have a lot of impacts on your bike and on your tires, you needed to have proper downhill tires. But in the meanwhile, we provide riders with a tire that has this kind of strength on the top section of the Mega Avalanche, but on the bottom where you like don't have the full energy anymore, you have to pedal. There you have the real advantage of those tires. And if you do a combination of that together with the tubeless rail technology, I think it's just a perfect tire for riding.
I know, kind of 650B ready. That's
another
great.
Yeah.
It's the other way, but it's a good way, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many riders start a race like Mega Avalanche and don't finish this fucking race because he have flat tire?
Yeah.
You say you stay in the middle of the trail and say, shit, I saw a lot of travel for coming here, and I don't can finish this race.
Yeah.
But I think in this moment we working in the good way for good riding and safe riding.
Yeah. Talking about the new Magic Mary tread, the idea we had is this tread was introduced maybe 6-7 years before for downhill races, and our enduro racers liked it as well for riding enduro. But we see in this time tracks just got way faster. Racer got really much faster because you have all the evolution in the sport, like better suspension, better frames. Anyway, what we saw is having kind of a Muddy Mary, but it should be more in between a Muddy Mary and Dirty Dan to make the tire grip better in intermediate condition. Like this should be the tire which grips pretty well under rocky conditions, but at the same time on a mud race. Well, the idea with Muddy Mary with Magic Mary was to add this kind of knobs of Dirty Dan, or the tread design of Dirty Dan, and make a combination of those both treads. And as you can see, it has like more stable side studs than the current Muddy Mary tire, or the old Muddy Mary tire. And we have this like individual big blocks in the center, which are pretty close to Dirty Dan, but at the same time we still keep the same rolling resistance as we have for Muddy Mary. So basically you have a tire which just performs better under more different conditions than Muddy Mary, but you have the same rolling as we had with Muddy Mary. So after working on the tires for 1.5-2 years, we will finally introduce those tires now in summer 2013. So our riders, you probably have seen it, are already on them, like Nico is already racing on them in the Enduro World Series, and the guys at the World Cup are also racing for them. So yeah, you can get your hands on those tires from I would say like mid or end of June, and they are available in downhill version, they are available in super gravity version, which is pretty much the best version what we think for weekend warrior, bike park rider, for enduro racer. And we will even have this Magic Mary tire in an evolution version if you have a smooth track but you want to have the full traction. And of course we will have it in 26 inch, we will have it in 27.5 inch for the new big trend in Enduro, and it will be available in Paystar version, in Traystar compound and in Wordstar compound. Don't film that.